Hello, beautiful ones. How are you today? What is it? Tuesday the 5th of January, and I'm doing our weekly purpose message. I've actually, I don't know if you've seen these before, the daily greatness journals. Amazing. It's got some great prompts in there. And this is a personal one. And I also have another one for business. So it's non-dated. The last business one was yellow. I had it for 2 years, and it's great. You can write your plans in there, your major goals. But the other one's a little bit more personal, which I have been having so much fun with. So I don't know. I think you can go to their website, Daily Greatness Journal. I think they might be actually an Australian company. Yeah, and they've got great quotes in there. Hello, Gwenda. Good to see you, beautiful. Just sharing a couple of my tools. These are my tools. So I have committed to, sometimes when we get up in the morning and the first thing that's there is the phone. Well, I am no longer doing that, and I refuse to look at the phone, only for the time. Don't go on any socials. Just have this morning ritual. So what are some things that you do? So my ritual is doing some deep breaths. I'm doing a course with Frida, and she's teaching me belly breaths and spot meditation. So I'm not one, I'm afraid, that I meditate for like 20 minutes. I'm lucky to do 5 minutes, but the spot meditation, a few breaths, and then I write in my journal, with some prompts, and just download before I get into the day. First I get my cup of coffee though. Hello, Leanne. Yes, look into it. I only ever had the business one. I never got the personal one because they're quite, they're big, but they will last you for a long time, longer than a year. But I went to get the yearly one and they were all sold out. So anyway, we make do. It's good to see you, beautiful. So it's a bit cloudy here in Melbourne today. Had a bit of rain. And one of the questions actually in my journal was, what did I love about today? So I'm kind of near the end of the day. What I loved about today was I actually got to take my daughter out for lunch. She is 14 going on 18, and she's just school holidays. They're never here, right? They're at this place or staying here and off doing things. So I got to have a chat with her and have lunch with her down at a Japanese restaurant here today. So what did you love? Well, the day's not over, so you can come and post or if you're watching this later. So just tapping into our cards. One of my favourites, Soul Coaching by Denise Lin. And I talked yesterday about, what's your theme for the year, if you have one, and I'm still waiting. I think I'm just going to go with the guidance. That is my theme. Just go with the guidance wherever my higher self wants me to go. Loved yours, Gwenda. Inspiration. Sure, the journal, it's called Daily Greatness. And I've got your beautiful journal too, Gwenda. I'm going to start into that soon. Daily Greatness. Let's look up dailygreatness.com. Dailygreatness.com. Yep. And they've got all sorts of journals there. So you can business, personal, weight release ones, yoga ones. It's really cool. So I love these cards. I also like to do a 12-month spread. But funnily enough, I do those 12 cards, my theme for each month, take a photo, and I look at them at the beginning of each month, just for some extra guidance. Yeah, you're welcome, Gwenda. And I think if you're a new customer, you get like 20% off. Don't quote me on that, but yeah, so well worth the investment. They're just beautiful. They've got 2 bookmarks in there, and they're just so yummy. So I like to do a 12-month spread. If you grab your favourite cards, and you can do that for yourself. And today, this is the first one for the year. So for this week, 7 days from now, I'll choose 3. But these ones kind of give me a little bit of a kick in the butt sometimes. when I know I have not been, just avoiding certain things. I'll bring out the soul coaching Denise Lin cards, and she puts me right back on track. So I kind of do them 3 cards, one's for purpose, one's for presence, and one's for profit or abundance. So I'm just going to mix them all together today. You can choose 1, 2, or 3. Right now, just check in which one. We can have the whole 3. There is no limitations. It's 2021. No limitations. Everything is opportunity for us all. Okay, so the first card, I've done them all. First card is miracles. Look at that. Expect some miracles, women. Expect some miracles. And it says, my life is a miracle. It really is. I think all of our lives. I was doing a hand reading today for a beautiful woman, and she was in the School of Peace. And School of Peace people is one of the smallest schools. I think that's like 3% of people who have their hands read are in the school. No hierarchy in the school. The school is a foundation. And I was talking to her about School of Peace have this thing. They're like, why am I on this planet again? Why? I remember last time I was here, things didn't. I'm joking, but it's kind of true. Things didn't really work out for me as healers, and as people coming up with our magic healing modalities. Sometimes we were kind of crucified for it, but that's not happening anymore. It's 2021. And so School of Peace, and she is also like a manifesting generator. So she can generate things really with an intention that is very quicker than most, right? Because she had this special gift marking too. And to me, it's miracle. She is miraculous, and we are all miraculous. And it says miracles occur in our life every day when we're aware of them. When we're aware of them, watch for and embrace them as you notice and accept the small wonders in your life, and greater gifts will grow in abundance all around you. And what your soul wants you to know is expect them, praise and celebrate them when they appear, no matter how small, because we're always waiting for the big whoa to come in sometimes. I'll speak for myself. Sometimes I'm like, where's that big miracle, when there's been a lot of little ones leading up to, where I can make that next step. So everything's unfolding, and never limit the way that they appear. Sometimes we'll go, well, it needs to come in this person with this dark hair, they're going to deliver this miracle to me, and it doesn't happen to me. There might be another way. So they just come in the most beautiful ways. Feathers. I was down at the beach the other day, and this beautiful little girl, she had this big feather in her hair, and her mum had obviously picked it up. I always see that as a miracle is coming. So expect miracles, beautiful ones. Our second card after our miracle is emerging. Look at that. Looks like it's the sun, but my sister's she's been posting her beautiful sunflowers, and I just look at them and I think they just make me so happy. These big sunflowers. And she's stretching up there, and she says, the card says, I am emerging into light with joy and ease. Kind of like after last year, it's like we're coming out, we're kind of a little bit ginger, what's going to happen? But really, if we just reach out and call it in as we emerge into newness, and it's definitely been, for me, emerging slowly. Normally I'm in a huge rush to get out there and start things, and I'm not going to do that this year. Hello, Jackie. And so the card meaning, just as a new sprout, where she's coming out of the flower there, and green's for healing, the new sprout pushes through the soil into the light. You are emerging. Your ideas and your things that have been incubating within you for a long time are now moving forward toward manifestation as the miracle comes. And what your soul wants you to know, it's an exciting time for you. Exciting. Truly a period of new beginnings. Things for which you've been patiently waiting for a long time are about to manifest. So think of those things that you want, those desires, those intentions that you may have been holding close and sharing with only those who can support you. And so a new seedling is most vulnerable. However, just as it emerges through the earth, it needs to be nourished and protected until it's strong enough to weather the harsh climates. So you must take care and nurture nurture your emerging. And it's kind of like, again, I'm talking about my beautiful client today. A part of her purpose is to step out and shine, and it's like, well, she joined the Step Out and Shine program, why would she not? Miracles emerging. And so what are you working on? And you can share it below. This is a really safe place that you can do that. What do you need support in? All those kinds of things. And our last card today is acceptance. Look at that. Beautiful acceptance. And it says, I unconditionally accept, cherish, and love myself just as I am. And look, she's got the heart there. She's crossed her arms. Like the deep belly breath breathing I've been doing. Acceptance. Huge, huge things. Just the way you are. Nothing has to change unless you want it to. Again, I'm going back to hands. I always have to go back to hands. And acceptance, to me, the opportunity or the life lesson is to do with this middle finger. We want to go like that. It's a Saturn or Cronus, the master of time, the god of time. And we always seem to be wanting to rush things. And we feel like sometimes we're running out of time. When time is just an illusion, if we just also accept that whatever we want to bring out will come to fruition. There's no need to rush, because that anxiety comes up, and I'm going back into my belly breathing. Just breathe and to be present. Look yourself in the mirror. Love yourself, which is kind of narcissistic, but not really. Don't take it that far. But really loving yourself. And lately I've been thinking about it, because I think actually Jo Worthy, Jo, if you're watching this, she's got a beautiful, her whole thing is about loving yourself. And one thing to be on purpose is you have to love all of you. All of you. The good, the bad, and the ugly, as they say. The shadow, right? The shadow. So everything's welcome. Nothing you do is wrong, so to speak, because it's all learning, it's all opportunities. As the miracles emerge, the more that you love yourself. That's what it is. Hello, Jackie. Good to see you. So does that make sense to you? Again, take them all. I like that. The miracles emerge as you accept more of yourself and all your beautiful glory. We all need different people and flavors in our life to make it more interesting, and we learn of each other as we all do in here. So I'm going to leave that with you. Put it that way. I'll put a photo up. Isn't it great, Brenda? Isn't it great? So lots of love to you for this week. I am going to, what am I going to do? I'm actually going to send out my newsletter now, because I have a beautiful goddess that I'm going to share in the podcast, Answering the Call of Your Purpose. And I'm going to be interviewing some new people very soon. Each week I will want to release one of those videos, and it's basically how the inspiration of how each one of these women and men, I'd love to interview men as well, how they first listened to the call, noticed it, and then how they answered it, and what kind of practices they did, or if they did anything at all. But yeah, that's my thing, being on purpose. So lots of love to you. I'm going to go and send that email. If you're not on my email list, I'm going to put it in here too, but come and join me over there. And thanks, Leanne. Good to see you, beautiful. Been way too long. Have a great week. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.